we talked about this very cold week we are having. Nina Moini is live for us with more on what drivers can do to protect themselves in this cold weather. Hi.
Hi, Allie. We have had a lot of incidents over the past weekend with this cold weather and these slick roads. There was, of course, this situation that we saw this morning. We have some video. This is a 169 and 494 where a driver, a 23-year-old woman, drove into a small retention pond. And you can see in this video over time that a lot of people, fortunately, Good Samaritans, came to help her. And she was able to get out of her car. She had a fire extinguisher inside, of all things, and was able to get out. So that really got us thinking about all the possible scenarios people could get into. Obviously, not everybody will be submerged underwater like that, but a lot of people are going to find themselves in different crashes, maybe stalling on the side of the road, and temperatures are very cold. So on very short notice, Lieutenant Robert Zach is here with us from State Patrol. Thank you so much for coming. And one thing I wanted to ask you about was just this fire extinguisher this woman had. Is that something that people need?
It's a great piece of equipment to have in your vehicle. Obviously, if there's a fire, it works great. But in this case, it worked in a different instance as well to help her out.
And how lucky was this young woman? She was able to get out and walk away. It was incredible.
Yeah, very fortunate. It could have been different for her, but very fortunate that people stopped to help her as well.
Mm-hmm. And I know you don't know the exact cause of why she was off the road there, but obviously slick roads and speed are some of the most common causes. And when people do get into situations where they're maybe on the side of the road, you have some tips here and some things that they should have in their safety kit, right?
Right, absolutely. With the survival kit, it's a good idea for people to have on the road with them in case they do get stalled or a car breaks down. Mm-hmm. Good things to have: a blanket, food items, water, snacks, flares, high-vis vests, jumper cables, shovel, some sand or cat litter to help get traction if your vehicle does get stuck. So anything you can do to stay with the vehicle and stay safe.
Yeah, and you mentioned snacks too. And I think one of the things people think is that, oh, I'll never need this. But have you seen a lot of situations where something like this really could have saved lives?
Absolutely. I mean, I've seen people actually use them. On the side of the road, they get caught in a snowstorm and they go into the ditch, and they pull out their survival kit and they have a blanket. They're staying warm. They have a flashlight to signal people if in case it gets dark out.
Mm-hmm. And one more thing, we do want to talk about if someone is in a situation like this woman this morning and they're submerged underwater, what should they do?
Well, if they can, roll the windows down right away. And if you can't, you get into the water, you need to find a way to break that window. The water pressure against the door is going to be hard to open that door, so you want to find a way to get out as quickly as you can. Mm-hmm. A lot of hardware stores will sell a device you can put in your key ring or keep in your pocket to break the window to get out.
Yeah, that's such important reminders. Thank you so much for coming. And we'll send it back to you all. Just a very close call this morning, but it looks like the woman's going to be okay.
All right, Nina, thank you for your reporting this afternoon.